Hey everyone, it's Evangeline here at eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at the Titan Chain Diamond Alloy Snow Tire Chains right here on our 2019 Kia Sorento. If you need a lot of extra traction on the road, maybe you're expecting a lot of snow and some ice, then this is going to be an option for you. There's a bunch of different tire chains for the Kia Sorento. I personally prefer this style because it's easier to install, but I'll show you how to do that later in this video. So this is going to be arranged in a diamond pattern, and that is compared to your traditional ladder style chains, which just go across. This covers more of your tire and helps out with those starts and those stops as well as those turns. These are heavy duty alloy chains. So the links themselves are made of a manganese nickel alloy. And that means that it's an alloy that is preferable for multiple seasons. If you want to be able to reuse your chains, that's a good construction for that. And the links are shaped as square links, which means they have a flat edge on each side to help bite into the ice, but also get through that snow. The front chains are going to be color coded and coated, which means that if you don't have gloves on, you'll still be able to install these chains, although please use your gloves if possible. Now for the tensioning system, I do like the design itself because you don't have to crawl underneath your tires. You can just do everything right over here. This uses a link to just pull on your chains, and then you have a rubber tensioner here to keep things tight. The downside to this style is you're going to have to put a lot of force into pulling that chain tight to get more tension. Now if you're just going to store this inside your vehicle, I really like the bag that the chains arrive in. It is a soft shell case, very easy to store. You have a handle up top, you've got zippers to open everything up, and once you open up that case, you can find 1 and 2 chains in there. Now I also recommend picking up our tire chain safety install kit because that will have a rubber mat as well as some lights just to help you as you install these. There are different tire options for the Kia Sorento. So the one we have here is size 235/65R17. If you're not sure, just double check your sidewall. Now this number is very important because it'll help you use the etrailer.com fit guide to get the right fit for you. This is technically a fit for this tire size, although on the looser end, so you do have to put more energy into it. So my personal thoughts about these tire chains is, again, I do like that diamond pattern design. These are a bit more heavy duty than your cable chains and your smaller links. So if you are expecting a lot of snow and a lot of ice, I would definitely go with these. Again, I did mention that it may be a little bit more difficult to install. So let's take a look at that process. So when your chains arrive, I highly recommend going straight away to laying them out in your garage, just double checking that everything looks good and that you get familiar with how to install your tire chains. That way you know what to do before you're stranded by the side of the road. So here we are, we've got our chains. We're just gonna comb them out, make sure everything looks good, and we wanna make sure it's facing the right way. So see how we have a flat portion and then we have a hooked portion. So you want the flat part facing your tire and the hook facing away from your tire. Once everything looks good, just grab 1/2 of your chains and feed those around your tire and grab them on the other side. Now here, I like to just comb the chains out so it makes a nice arc around the tire. I found that makes things fall easier when you go to the next step, which is connecting the 2 ends. So you're going to connect these above your tire. So put these together, pull it to secure it, and leave those back while you bring the rest of the chains forward. And then you're going to make your second connection, which is this green hook that goes into this yellow loop, and then just rearrange. So then your next connection is going to be down here, and you have this red lever. So you want to get the long gray chain into that lever, and you want to pull to get as much tension as you can get. And then from there, you're going to feed this in through a red hoop if needed, and then that will give you a little bit more traction to pull, and finally connect to secure spot up top. Now this is a looser fit than some of the other chains. Now we do have one of the chains stuck underneath. So in this case here, I do recommend rolling forward or rolling backward 1 or 2 feet just to get them fully aligned on the tire. And then repeat that bottom process again if you find you have a looser fit. But do this exact same process on the other side. And then again, double check that everything looks good. If it does, then you're ready to hit the road. And that was a look at the Titan Chain Diamond Alloy Snow Tire Chains here on the 2019 Kia Sorento.